here a couple years ago, I was up there and called Daddy up one morning. I said, Daddy, can you come over here and help me? I said, I got to go load a piece of heavy equipment, get an auger hooked up on the tractor, and going over and do a job. And he said, yeah, I could be over there, son, but it'll be about 9 o'clock before I get over. And I said, doggone, I told that fella I'd be there at 7:30. So I said, okay, Daddy. So I hung up, and I went on up there. I was going to load all that stuff myself. And it's some commercial stuff. Well, anyway, I got that auger out and got it set up just right. Next thing I know, that thing fell over and it smashed that thumb off. Well, I didn't know what to do, and I tell people, I'm probably the most least stressed guy on the planet, and I believe that.
You're top 3, baby.
Well, the only thing I can tell you, yeah, if you don't believe me, just ask me. But I was sitting there, and I looked down at that thumb, and I said, oh, I can't believe that. Well, I reached down there. I might be a little, I ain't the sharpest tack in the box, but I ain't the dullest one either. I did know to reach down there and get it and go clean her up. So I grabbed that thumb. I went on up to the house, and I was in there trying to wash that thumb at the sink, and I had the water going wide open. I was washing. Phone rang. And I said, man, of all time, get a phone call. So I reached over and answered that phone. It was...
A lot of people don't answer at that point in a crisis.
Well... It just felt like the thing to do if
You're
it was...
too polite.
Huh?
You're too polite.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
really
want to
are.
be ugly.
Raised well.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I answered the phone. It was my wife, and she said, hey, what are you doing? I said, Julie, I can't talk right now. I said, I cut my thumb off, and I'm bleeding all over the kitchen. She said, well, how bad you cut it? And I said, well, doggone it, Julie. I said, I cut it off, and I said, call me back in a minute. I'm bleeding all over the kitchen. Well, a few minutes later, she said, you reckon you're going to need some stitches? And I said, hey, Julie, I said, look, I cut my thumb off. I'm bleeding all over the kitchen now. You just call me back in a minute, okay? Well, she said, did you cut it to the bone? I said, let me paint you another picture. So she said, okay. I said, in my right hand, I had 2 thumbs. In my left hand, I had none. She went to screaming, you gotta go to doctor. And I said, if I ever get off this phone, that's the first place I'm gonna go.